What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Finance with Parks. Today's video, we are going to explain what a financial analyst does and a few specific tips to help you become a better one. I remember back to when I started college, I said I wanted to major in finance. And embarrassingly at the time, I don't think I could have told you the first thing about what a financial analyst actually does. I just remember thinking I enjoyed numbers and the stock market seemed cool, but that was about it. The fact that my first real financial class was Econ 101, freshman year of college, is no doubt a disservice. Regardless, fast forward to the end of college, I graduated with a job lined up as a financial analyst with a well-known defense company. Now, with 5+ years experience in the field, I thought it would be beneficial to outline my experience thus far and highlight important skills I think can help make you a better financial analyst. Before we get into the video though, if you are enjoying the content, please consider lightly tapping the like button below and also subscribing to the YouTube channel so you can follow along with financial topics similar to this one. Alright, with that, let's jump into the video. First, let's start with an overview of what my day in the life looks like. Finance analyst jobs in corporate America are pretty consistent schedule-wise, and it is mainly an 8 to 5 type job, Monday through Friday. Brutally honest, I spend a lot of time in front of my computer, and I also spend a lot of that time in meetings or on phone calls. The part I enjoy about finance in the defense industry, though, is that the meetings are split between a wide range of topics and personnel, including finance, supply chain, program management, and operations. Other financial analysts, whether it be in companies or banks, will be pretty similar. Only outlier would be most likely investment banking, which in that case, hours could be much more significant. With that said, I can't go any further into this video without mentioning Excel. Excel is a major portion of all entry-level financial analyst positions, as it is such a powerful tool to help break down massive data sets quickly and in a meaningful manner. If there was any Excel-based items you should learn beforehand, the first one, in my opinion, would be creating pivot tables. Pivot tables can help you sort, filter, and analyze all sorts of master data types very quickly. Now, there are some jobs where more advanced skills like writing macros or advanced formula usage would be required, but as an entry-level financial analyst, I think pivot tables are by far the most used skill. One site I would recommend if you're looking into improving your Excel skills would be udemy.com, udemy.com. I purchased a course for about $20 or so with a guy named Kyle Pugh and highly recommend. He also does courses on all Microsoft products, including PowerPoint and Word, that are really useful. I will link the course down below in the description. Second, study as much terminology as you can ahead of time. Finance is notorious for having 4 terms that mean the same thing, one acronym that stands for 5 different things, or terms that just seem to be made up. By far, my biggest struggle transitioning from college to the corporate environment was just the insane number of new words. You will absolutely have that moment of fear when you sit in your first meeting, an hour goes by, and you think to yourself, I didn't understand a single thing of what was just said. And that's going to be normal. Depending on your job field though, there are plenty of resources on Google, or you could even ask a hiring manager ahead of time to see if you can get some resources to help you start studying. Third, using data to inform decision making. This is no doubt what sets apart good financial analysts from great ones, but it's much easier said than done. Being an Excel wizard can undoubtedly set you apart as a financial analyst, but it will limit you substantially if you can't translate that data into actionable decision making that everyone, including people outside of finance, can understand. A great example would be one of the first meetings I had. Got into the conference room, pulled up a nicely formatted pivot table, great headings, consistent color, and someone asked me what the title in column B stood for. Pretty embarrassing, I had no idea what was being represented and how to explain it. It was great I knew how to make a pivot table, but if you don't know what the data is telling you, what good is it? Fourth, be willing to ask questions and be prepared to learn on the job. Many of the financial systems I use are developed in-house, which means there was really no way to learn said systems ahead of time. Much of it was either self-taught through PowerPoint trainings or taking the initiative to sit and meet with others, forcing them to teach me. You have to be independent and you have to want to learn. Fifth, and probably the least obvious, is how skilled are you at influencing other people? As I highlighted earlier, my job as a financial analyst in defense revolves around a team of people in different functions. In order to be the most successful financial analyst, I not only have to use data to inform decision making, but I have to convince others of my position. It is simply not enough to just run a report and tell people what you think the right decision is. You have to use that data to help you communicate clearly what you're seeing and the reason why you think that's the right path to go down. Now, as far as recommending the financial analyst field goes, I can only speak to defense companies in general because that's my only experience thus far, but I would absolutely recommend this career path for pretty much anyone who's interested in finance. Yes, it's not your traditional Wall Street type finance. We're not really doing investment analysis. I'm not following the stock market. So it's definitely a field in finance that I really hadn't heard much about before I graduated. However, I really like it. I get to work with a lot of really smart people, including engineers, other program managers, and I really enjoy the team camaraderie that comes along with that. It also really helps that I don't feel like I'm a finance analyst per se. It's more of a business operations type role. I mean, yes, a lot of my day-to-day is running reports and sometimes can feel like data entering. However, a lot of the time now I spend using that data to help inform decisions and to be more of a strategic partner, which I really enjoy. So that's all I had for the video. If you enjoyed this content, again, if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel down below, that would be absolutely appreciated. Thanks again for watching, and remember, finance is fun. See ya.